Hey guys, thanks for watching Aim for Survival. We're here to talk about a little more budget gear. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so far this Czech Republic rubber rucksack has done really good. I don't know if I mentioned you can find it at Sportsman's Guide. I'm not endorsed by anybody I've mentioned in these videos. It's just gear anybody can find or order. I know when I started out, all I could do is head down to the local Walmart or scavenge or build my gear, modify it, make it better. Got to build my skills as far as sharpening my knives or minimizing my kit builds. Now we've got a lot of good gear that come in for Christmas, and I'm interested to see what we got next. Guys, we've got the Camelus kit. So as you see, we've got the cutting combo kit from Camelus. It does feature a hatchet with a mask. We do have a small fixed blade knife and a hand saw with a sharpening stone. As we're going to try to keep this real short, real simple. Everybody knows what our cutting tools are for. Careful where that knife blade goes, guys. Especially opening these packages. They're not built for easy entry. And on another note, when you deal with budget gear, a lot of times you will see that they do come in cheap packaging. As a telltale sign of quality is when a blade or when a tool comes in its own box. Okay, first up guys, we've got a small folding handsaw. This brown is also a lock back design, no belt clip, but I can see this fitting into any pocket pouch that you carry. It does have something I'm not familiar with seeing, and on the end here we do have a small piece of metal that I believe will prevent you from sliding back and onto yourself. Got a branch right behind me. Let's go ahead and see how this works. What I have here is a small cedar. Got some rub marks from the local deer. We're just going to cut straight to the big test. This one here is probably about 1.5 inches in diameter, and it's already broke off, so it's not really losing anything. Okay, let me go ahead and note that that does prevent the back cut. You won't slide all the way off your material, so you will be working this tool a lot more than we're used to seeing. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, at this point I'm not impressed with this saw. Of course, always try to balance working smarter, not harder. This was a very dense cedar. It got the job done, guys, and in a survival situation, that's all you really need to worry about. Added note, when it's in its closed position, especially on these cedar trees, it does have a good 90-degree spine. Definitely come in handy making those little fire tenders that we all know and love. Alright, let's take another look at that knife. Definitely worth mentioning that that saw is a 10-inch folding saw with a 4-inch cutting surface, and that little piece at the end, I don't know what the technical term for that is. That was a pain in the butt, guys. It really limited my ability to make a full forward and back motion. But this knife looks to be the gem of the kit. I'll go ahead and point out it does come with a small whetstone. We'll take a closer look at that here in a minute. So what we have here is a 6 3/4 overall fixed blade full tang knife. It does say it is a titanium bonded knife. We have some interesting scales on here. They have good grips. We have a small lanyard, and the sheath is hard molded plastic with a belt clip. Plenty of holes for attaching different mounting systems or for tying paracord through there. Maybe you want to wear this as a neck knife. It is lightweight and could perform in that role very well. However, I've got to where I like to carry smaller knives. Carry the right tool for the job on the EDC level anyhow. A small blade is what you're going to need 9 times out of 10. Speaking of the metal of this blade, titanium is a little harder to sharpen in the field. I imagine that whetstone is a coarse stone, which will lend to putting an edge on this knife. But it will be harder to dull in the field. So let's go ahead and find a way to test it. And to do that, guys, we're going to make a basic stake just as we have been doing lately. I've seen a lot of times I might have my poncho, and the one thing I won't carry on a minimalistic kit is tent stakes. It's just one of those things I know I can do without. I'll go ahead and point out the knife made quick work of one end of the stick. It'd be good for fashioning a spear tip. The small blade size actually lends itself to a lot finer tasks. If you were trying to groove it in, say to fletch an arrow or to tie on an arrowhead. If you were trying to do some carving, it's got a good curve. You possibly could make your spoon if you were really worried about it. As far as notches go, the branch here has a natural bend to it. Sheath works well. Well, let's make it a little harder on ourselves, guys. Break that end off. Say we need a spot to tie our cordage to secure our shelter. Just a few shortcuts. We can make ourselves an improvised L7 or V notch. Not getting in no hurry with the blade, guys. Dress our work up just a little bit. There you go. Got a nice little spot. We can tie our paracord or our bank line to help secure our stake and our tarp to the ground. Okay, the last piece in this 3-piece cutting kit, 4-piece I should say, there is a whetstone, guys, but the 3 cutting tools in here is concluded by the Hatchet, and is again a Camelus product. The Hatchet has a fiberglass handle on here with checker gripping. We do have a nylon sheath with a belt loop. We have 3 buttons to secure it, 2 in the back, 1 in the head. Guys, I like wooden tools, but pack weight is often an issue. Looking at this, we noticed our 4 rivets holding it in. On the back we do have a little jimping. This could be useful in processing tinder. We do have a 90-degree spine on the head of this axe. Looking at it, we have about a 2.5-inch cutting surface. It does have a downward point. That's something you need to be aware of while masking this hatchet. I'm sorry, guys, this is no axe. But it is really, really lightweight. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a test. Where I see this being useful is in the small chores around camp, possibly cutting rope, striking a ferro rod, but clearing branches and collecting firewood. This has a very, very sharp edge. Always be careful where the travel is going to be. Definitely some of the uses to note with a small hatchet like this. It makes firewood collection, especially those small tinders that you really need, small kindling I should say. We have a tree right here. Yeah. As you can see, it makes quick work of the smalls if you're worried about eye gouges. About 1/2 inch in diameter. Go with something just a little beefier. This is about 1.5 inch. I imagine this will take just a moment. A lot faster than I thought it would, guys. Again, this would be great for a kayaking journey. Somewhere where you have a little knife, it would definitely complement your smaller knife and keep your pack weight down. However, you can always carry a bigger knife. You can always make a bigger knife do the task of a small knife. You can't necessarily make a small knife do the big task. This little hatchet fits that bill. Guys, I'd like to thank you again for watching this unboxing of the Camelus combo kit. It did include this lightweight hatchet. Wonderful piece of gear. It fits that middle ground between a large knife and a small axe. Definitely keep your pack weight down. It does have a small EDC style fixed blade with a hard molded plastic sheath. And last and certainly least, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, this was not my favorite item of the box. It was the lock back folding saw. It has the end here that I'll probably take off with a grinder. It stopped the back cut. It's probably for safety features. Definitely good for beginners, bushcrafters, ultralighters. Guys, I appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, smash your like button, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and as always, when you aim for survival, don't miss.